Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Palmer going to go in motion left. Herbert to throw right away. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Down the right sideline, Keenan Allen. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
Quick pass out wide. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they get it right across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Hal now to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 43 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
The score, Commanders 7, Chargers 6.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looks like they'll move things around here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
No move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now throwing on first down here. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Gibson. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Loose inside the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play there. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On first down, Howell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
29, Chargers 13.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Jamison Crowder on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Howell from the gun. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. A good pickup there at 22.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
To the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. And he is caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now it's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Howell. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
4
Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll run with Robinson. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a loss of 1.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Howell. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And Howe will throw it. Trying to improvise. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Just keeping the play alive. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 50, Chargers 13.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a